Hi, everybody. My name is Travis, and today I'd like to share with you my book called Protected by the Best, A Story of Patriotism. And I wrote this book for people to remember veterans on Memorial Day and also Veterans Day. And I'd like to take a moment to just read it to you. Today in the news, the war is still going strong. Some people have been saved and others are gone. The fighting persists as the enemy moves back because the U.S. Army is still on the attack. Travis turns to his mom and dad and says, "This is terribly sad. How can I help a soldier in need? There has to be a way I can help them succeed." Dad says, "Son, that's very kind of you. I do know a way we can help out our troops. You can send them a letter to show them you care and make them feel better since they can't be here." Travis ran to his room to grab a pen and paper, an envelope, scissors, pencil, and eraser. He wrote a nice letter, then sealed it himself, then put them on the stamp that he found on the shelf. Dad walks Travis to the blue mailbox a few blocks away so he could send his letter and make a soldier's day. Smiling ear to ear, Travis was full of delight. So much so he probably wouldn't sleep tonight. While they were walking, they saw a group in a huddle, yelling and stepping on our flag in a puddle. What are they doing and why would they step on the flag? They're free to express their rights, son, even if it makes us sad. How can we help our flag? This doesn't seem right. Just then the group walked off out of sight. Dad picked up the flag. It was torn and tattered. "They did a number on Old Glory, son. She's been badly battered." He folded her up and held her in his hand. "Never disgrace our flag, son. She represents our land. She's a symbol of how we've grown as a nation, even if we hear otherwise from the TV station." The next block down, they see a man asking for change. "What's wrong with that guy, Dad? He seems strange. He has patches on his shirt like a police officer would wear." "That's a veteran, son. He's fought for our country here and there. Those patches represent where he's been and what he has done with all of his men. That metal bracelet he wears around his wrist reminds him of his friends that he has laid to rest. We can give him a few dollars for some warm food. That should help put him in a positive mood." The third block down, they found a mailbox to drop the letter inside. Travis looked at his father, then looked at the ground and sighed. "What's wrong, son? Why do you look so down?" "I feel like I didn't do enough and the soldiers will frown. I feel like they deserve much more than my little letter. That's why I'm upset. I want their life to be better." "Son, it's not about how much you wrote with your pen. Those soldiers will be happy that you remembered them. Soldiers don't defend our country to become rich and famous. They want us to live a free life that they've fought to give us." Travis started feeling better as he began to walk back home with Dad, when suddenly, boom! The sky lit up bright and it made him feel sad and scared and not safe as he trembled with fear. "Don't be scared, son. Those are fireworks for today's cheer. Today's the 4th of July and we celebrate our independence. So they light up the sky for our remembrance, for those who have fallen and will never return, because those men and women have families that yearn. We show the whole country that we've not forgotten about the ones who came back in a flag-draped coffin. And even though not everything here is perfectly bliss, We will withstand and overcome all of this. Our country gets stronger and stronger each year because we do not display cowardice or fear. We look our enemies straight in the eyes and never back down no matter his size. Travis finally got home and ran up the stairs to tell his mother of the day's affairs. Outside, Dad unfolded the flag from his hand and raised the flag on his flagpole stand. He stepped back and gave Old Glory one big salute as a tear dropped down from his eye to his boot. Dad went upstairs to find his son almost asleep. Tell me more, Dad. I promise not to make a peep. Son, one day our country may call upon you to protect the almighty red, white, and blue. And one day you will have a boy or girl just like me, and you will want them to live in the land of the free. So you may one day have to answer that call to defend the greatest country of all. But as you get older, please never forget about all the men and women that have been laid to rest. We should always remember how lucky we are to have people risk their lives for ours, because the generation who forgets its sacrifice is doomed one day to pay the ultimate price. But as for now, son, lay down and get some rest, and feel safe tonight knowing you're protected by the best. The end. So what I want you guys to take from this book is that your freedom is not free. Somebody had to pay a sacrifice for that. I wrote this book in memory of the friends that I personally lost in war. The people that I lost, their names were Elvis Burdon, Anthony Vanetz, and Jose Montenegro. These were very, very good friends of mine that were killed overseas. So when people say that, that freedom shouldn't be taken for granted, that's what they mean. Somebody had to die at some point in time for us to be free. And I don't want you guys to forget that. And I want you guys to meet the star of the book. This is Travis. This is my son. And this book was more or less, he is the main character in the book. So if you see, he kind of looks like this guy here. This is Travis. I got another page on here I'd like to share with you, and it says, for those who have fought for it, life has a special flavor the protected will never know. And this was written, this was spoken by a man that earned the Medal of Honor, and his name is Master Sergeant Roy Benavidez. He is a real American hero. And one thing I would like, if you're listening to this, is I'd like your teacher to maybe have you learn about Roy Benavidez. He is an inspiration to many people, and I am one of those people. I've never had the chance to actually meet him in person before he passed away, but he was a very well-known and very well-respected person in the military, and a lot of people don't know who he is. So that's going to be my challenge for you guys that watch this video. Master Sergeant Roy Benavidez. Look him up, and maybe your teacher can have you write a report on him. All right, everybody, thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Siragusa, for having us come out here and talk to you today. We look forward to, once COVID is done, maybe coming out to the school and talking to the kids. Have a good day.